Hi everybody, welcome to Edufacts. In today's video, we shall discuss about biodiversity. Right? First of all, let me discuss about biodiversity. The definition is biodiversity is nothing but living of different organisms on this nature. Living of different organisms on this nature, in a sense, the various organisms are in same species or in different species. In the same way, the different organisms are even the same organism. It has different variations present in it. So biodiversity discusses about the various types of living organisms around us. It helps this environment to be perfect. If there is no proper biodiversity in this nature, there is a disturbance in the food chain. There is a destruction in the food web. So, biodiversity plays a prominent role in the survival of the organisms. Simply we can say, even a small ant, even a small organism is also very important in this nature, because it is also a living organism. It is means a small creature is also a living organism like us. So it's our responsibility to conserve the biodiversity, because there is interrelation among the organisms. If there is no interrelation or there is no dependent each other, then as I already told you, that the entire environment will be disturbed. So biodiversity, it plays a prominent role in the survival of the living organisms. So let us come here. If we do not conserve this biodiversity, means if we do not conserve the living organisms, then they will become less in number. It affects the food chain, it affects the food web, it affects the environment, it affects the even food crops. How food crops also affected, you see in this nowadays, is with the effect of using indiscriminate chemical fertilizers and pesticides. Very useful organisms like butterflies, honeybees, and earthworms present in the earth, they are diminishing. It leads to, pollination. Pollination is very essential for food crops. If there are no honeybees, if there are no butterflies, there will be very difficulty in pollination. So each and every organism is important for us to survive, to live, to continue as peace. Everything is essential with us. Right? So if we do not preserve them, if we do not conserve them, they become less in number. That's why in a term we call it as endangered species. Endangered species means the organisms, either they are plants or animals, if they are diminished in their number, they are called as endangered species. Means they will be vanished in very near future. If we do not conserve them, if we do not conserve these plants and animals, whatever the organisms they are, if we do not conserve them, they will be vanished from this environment, vanished from this nature in very near future. Such type of organisms are called, such type of species are called as endangered species. Okay, so if we do not conserve them, if we do not take proper precautions to conserve these organisms, they will be vanished in very near future. They will be disappeared in this nature, from this nature, right? Such type of species are called as endangered species. These endangered species were written, the list of endangered species is written in a book called Red Data Book. There may be a question like this. Red Data Book contains option A, endemic species, option B, endangered species, option C, extinct species, option 4, all of these. Your answer will be endangered species, right? So this red data book contains number of endangered species. These endangered species are present in red data book as a document. This was maintained by World Wildlife Federation, WWF, World Wildlife Federation, and International Union of Wildlife Conservation, International Union for Wildlife Conservation. These organizations maintain the red data book. In red data book, what are present? Endangered species are present. A list of endangered species are present. So what are the endangered species? Among the flora means nothing but plants, orchids, sandalwood, cycas, Raulfia serpentina. These plants are in endangered. Right. Next, animals. Fauna. Animals are called as fauna. Leopard, Indian wolf, red fox, wild cat, hyena, great Indian bustard, golden monkey, loris, lion-tailed macaque. These were in red data book. Once again, red data book is a list of endangered species. Among them, plants and animals are present. This red data book is maintained by World Wildlife Federation and International Union for Wildlife Conservation. Right. Coming to endemic species. Endemic species means some of the organisms or some of the species, they live in that particular areas only. Means those endangered species are not present in all over the world. These endemic species, they live in particular area or particular country or particular region only. They do not appear as in worldwide. They are for particular area only. They live in the particular country only. Such type of species are called as endemic species. The best example, we know that kangaroo is the endemic species of Australia. Kiwi is the endemic species of New Zealand. Peacock is the endemic species of India. Like this, these are the examples of endemic species. See, these restricted to a particular area only. In that area only we will get them, we can see them. Such type of species are called endemic species. Next, there will be a question like this. Kiwi is the endemic species of India, Thailand, Netherlands, New Zealand. Then answer is New Zealand. Right? The question may be, some of the organisms live in particular area only. Those are endangered species, extinct species, endemic species. None of these. Answer is endemic species. Right? So this is about endemic species. Next, extinct species. Extinct species means some species live in particular time or particular era and now they are completely vanished from this nature. Such type of species are called an extinct species. Extinct means they are completely vanished, completely disappeared from this nature. Such type of species are called extinct species. For example, we can say dinosaur. Dinosaur is extinct completely. It is disappeared completely right now. It was present in Jurassic era, right? So those are extinct species. Next, here in this topic we have to discuss about one more thing, that is migratory birds or migration. First of all, we have to know about migration. Migration, actually, why is it important? For example, if the species do not have the particular place or particular shelter or particular environment to survive their species, they have to move from one place to another place. They have to leave its own place and it has to go for somewhere else to live, to take shelter, to breed, to give birth to young ones or offsprings. That is, the process is called migration. Then after some time they will again reach their own place. That is migration. So usually this migration is very clearly observed in our area in Kolleru Lake in Andhra Pradesh. In Andhra Pradesh of Kolleru Lake of Andhra Pradesh, the migratory birds from Siberia in Russia, from Russia, they used to come in the winter season. As it is unfavorable conditions in Russia, because it is extreme cold conditions in Russia, so that they cannot survive there, they cannot breed there, they do not get food there, so that thousands of kilometers they migrate and reach a Kolleru Lake in Andhra Pradesh. After winter, completion of winter, they again move to their place. So this is happen in migration. Next, the important thing is conservation. We have to conserve. We have to maintain balance in the environment. We have to make this nature happy, free and dangerless, so that we have to conserve them. For conservation, different type of organizations and along with the government interest, all the species are conserved in different schemes. Among them, national parks and sanctuaries were introduced by the government of various countries as well as government of India also. National parks. In national parks, there will be very strict restrictions. No human activities are entertained in these national parks. Completely they are natural living of organisms will be found in national parks. Even grazing of cattle also is strictly prohibited in national parks. The best, very good example for national park is Jim Corbett National Park. Jim Corbett National Parks in Uttarakhand. In Uttarakhand, Jim Corbett National Park is there. Then sanctuary. Sanctuary means in this sanctuary, some human activities are entertained. Their allowing of grazing of cattle is also in this area. So sanctuaries also, they are meant for conserve the biodiversity and conserve the conduct the endangered species and other organisms. Okay, hunting is prohibited. And only some human intervention is accepted, and grazing of cattle is also accepted in that. But finally, it is meant for conservation of living organisms. So this is what about the biodiversity which is present in 8th class syllabus. So this is very useful for PGT, TGT and school assistant biology aspirants. So use and utilize that and understand the concepts and get win in your near examinations. And dear friends, I request to all of you that please share this video to all the aspirants of this, and don't forget to subscribe my channel if you are new to me. Thank you one and all. Thank you very much.